Hey guys, Shards here, and as I have repeatedly mentioned in past videos, it is Memorial Day weekend, so we are going to be doing some base breakdowns, and if I could just remember which, this one isn't quite done yet. I was actually building that not too long ago. This one, okay. So I didn't build this too long ago either. It's a pretty nice base. Teslas are kind of predictable, but this little section here is actually the key to defending the space, because hounds actually never go in this section. If you look at it, the air defenses are off to the sides, so if you put a hound here, you're kind of risking it going to either side. So you're probably going to be sending in a hound from here, so this wizard tower, the two Teslas, the air bomb, the air skeletons are really going to be a pain. And of course down here you have your no-fly zone. The sweeper nicely protects this wizard tower, which is not targetable by first layer, and neither is this mortar Tesla. All the wizard towers are nicely protected and kind of have this not as much no-fly zone, but again, Loon's got nerfed, so you probably don't need as much of a nerf here. As much of an anti-air setup here, but as you can see, each air defense overlaps two others, except for obviously the edge air defenses, but these two nicely overlap these two. Sorry, I can't speak. But the core two overlap every air defense together. So hounds are going to get torched. Like if they sit on this air defense, two of them are going to hit. They sit on this air defense, three of them are going to hit. 1, 2, 3. Same here, and here two are going to hit, and just going to get ripped by seeking air mines. So pretty nice base. Also, when you're deploying hounds like down here, it's kind of sketchy as to which 80 they're going to go, and when they do go there, obviously they're going to get roasted by air defenses. So I made some tweaks just now to defend against ground. Mostly the CC, because earlier I had the mortar up there, but if you have the mortar up there, and obviously the CC can be lured there, and I want it to be unlurable. Although I'm probably going to be running a hound CC for this. I'm actually running the space this war, so we'll see how it turns out, but yeah. I mean, it should turn out decent. It's not like we're going against some other CWL clans, but even if we are, I think this base should tank it fresh, just because of the nasty pathing and outside trolley Teslas. So Quinn is nicely centralized here, kind of out of range of suicide heroes. I mean, CC's gonna get in the way. All these point defense, small bomb here should be pushed out one tile. But yeah, nasty stuff for suicide heroes. You could get her with a light kill squad, but even with a light kill squad, you're missing all 4 Teslas. You only get 1 giant bomb. You don't really get the bomb tower unless you want to like extend yourself over here too when Queen is down here. You don't get the king, which is on the far side, and you don't get the expo. So you're gonna have to really push in with a large kill squad. But again, the problem with large kill squad is that you don't get a lot of jump value. So as you can see, I guess you could wall break into this town hall compartment and then like jump in here or through here. But again, most of the values on the sides, like expos, Teslas, wizard towers, air defenses are external for the most part. I mean, you do have these 2 core ones, but again, Anti-Lalo, you have to take out all of this nasty stuff which is on the outside as well. So maybe not the best idea to go right through the core. And there's very little jump value, as you can see, because of the way compartments are sized, so that you can't jump your way all across the core. You can't jump all the way over these expos. You can only jump like first layer, and that's kind of not that much value. You can jump like, I guess, like these kind of junctions. I guess you get 3 air defenses there, but I mean, it's gonna be a stretch to get king, queen, the sweeper, and you're missing out on almost all the air portion, just getting the 2 Teslas and a wizard tower, which is valuable. It's just I don't think an entry from there would be that realistic in terms of getting all the way down there. It could work. So yeah, mostly the space was built to defend against ground and air nicely, with a touch of anti-suicide heroes, and of course anti-hogs, because hogs are still pretty strong. They got a buff recently, well, not that recently, but now like giant bombs only bring them to around half HP, a little more, so they can survive DGBs obviously, but single bombs also don't do as much damage. So it's not like a single bomb forces a heal anymore. It does for the most part, but not always. But this base is tailored to defend against hogs. Like I said, there's not that much value from a kill squad. CC is going to be a pain. And the pathing around the base isn't easy either, because you have these air defenses in the middle and this cannon messing lots of stuff up. And outside giant bombs, hogs are definitely going to trip those. Bombs are spread enough so that each bomb requires a separate heal. Let's say hog is sent in here and there's going to be heal like here. Even if the attack holds on to when this archer tower goes down, the heal is going to cover from about this xbow to around where my mouse is, like that region. So you still don't get this giant bomb. And once you get this giant bomb, you're going to heal around here and you still miss the third giant bomb. So they're very nicely spread apart. And then like here again, if you heal, you're going to heal wizard like on top of these, and you're going to completely miss the bomb tower. So bomb tower is like a fifth giant bomb in this base. It's going to be really hard to hog it. As well as you have the nice springs here, obviously. One tile in between defenses. This one is pushed out because I figured that since hogs, this isn't the first layer, hogs will probably be like on the corner of that wizard tower and then just trip that nicely. But like for others, you want to put it in the middle. You don't want to put it off to the side because hogs usually go through the middle. So one tile in between defenses, that's optimal. I didn't place one here because there was already a bomb tower. So I figured that they're probably just going to use a few hogs on that. And then since there's already going to be like a heal force, no need to put a spring there. But I do have a spring there, 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 there. So nice springs overall. What else do I need to talk about? Right, so this, I don't know, I'm getting through this really quickly. Air bombs right next to wizard towers, and all but this one are not triggerable by like the first loon, which is good. I want loons to like get onto the Tesla and the wizard tower shooting them, and then it hits, instead of like, oh look, one loon triggered it, so that's not, oops, wow, you can do that? That's cool. You can switch any buildings now as long as they're the same size. Look, not like that mattered, but you can do that. Air skeletons, again, Laloon is still pretty strong, and they only nerfed it a little bit. Now you have to 3-shot wizard towers, cannons, and you have to 5-shot xbows. Oh, and 80s, but everything else remains the same. But you can't 1-for-1 trade mortars anymore, or Teslas, which is annoying, obviously, especially when you're like getting a troll Tesla. But still 2 drops for mortar, still 2 drops for Tesla, still 2 drops for archer tower, so that hasn't changed. Some like combos say 2 drops plus death damage has changed versus like just 2 drops or whatever, so slightly affecting it, not by much. Speaking of Laloon, sweepers are, this one is really nicely covering the anti-air portion here, which again, like I said, hounds are definitely not going to be tanking, so this air bomb is really going to hurt loons, as well as this air skelly. And these 2 Teslas are completely out of range of the 80s for the most part, so they're not even going to activate unless a hound like is flown right through the middle, which, like I said, is really sketchy because it could go to either one, especially if we move this air defense up. We could. Would that be a good idea? Probably not, but you could. And then you wouldn't ever fly through the middle, which is a good thing. But yeah, this sweeper obviously nicely covers 2 wizard towers, 3 archer towers, a Tesla. Does miss this back end portion, but that's fine. I mean, you got this xbow protecting everything, and this xbow probably isn't going to be shooting hounds unless it's on that one specific air defense, and even then, it's going to get melted because it has 3 air defenses shooting on it. What else? I don't know, this has been pretty quick, I guess. Defending against hogs, defending against Lalo. Oh, right, defending against witch slap, so probably not as much thought into defending against witch slap with this base, but I mean, outside bombs, I should probably go for outside seeking air mines. Like, someone probably try and walk this section, so I should probably, if you were to defend against witch slap, seeking air mines here would be ideal, especially to defend against the healers. Obviously, the sweeper helps, but I'm slurring my words, wow. Obviously, the sweeper helps, but it is probably not as effective as seeking air mines. Against witch slap, you always want air defenses that are like this, so not quite in the core, but like in the core, it's not going to shoot any healers. It's outside, but like right here. So can't be reached by queen. It's just going to pick off healers. And you're going to have to break in, which is kind of antithetical to a witch slap. Small bombs, right? So I figured that entry from here, they're not going to wall break. They're just going to jump this layer or jump here, like this junction here. So I'll place a small bomb there. 2 tiles away is actually more effective than 1. Again, here, kind of like for Suicide Heroes, I protected that. Here, because there's just decent jump value there, so I figured I might as well. And here, again, decent jump value. These Teslas are going to mess up wall breakers if they do decide to wall break here, so only spot left was here because, again, nice value. Not amazing value, but nice value, and pretty easy entry as well. It's not like a very difficult funnel. So yeah, I guess that's it for today's episode. I feel like I ramble a little bit, maybe talked too quick. I don't know, I haven't recorded that much in a while, so I guess it's new. Right, one more thing. High HP to protect Teslas. I know this is kind of like a fake farm, which is on purpose, but down here you like have this elixir storage and you have golden elixir to protect Teslas, some around queen as well. So hit point buffers are always important. Alright, so I guess that's it for today. Turns out it wasn't actually any shorter than normal. Troll Tesla location. I keep on forgetting stuff. Anyways, that's it for today. If you guys enjoyed, drop a like. If you didn't, don't. It's a free world. If you guys haven't subbed already, actually do sub. Really helps. With nothing except my ego, but I mean, I can make views for clickbait, but that's a different story that I probably went over in another one of my videos that's more than just a break. I'm rambling. Anyways, like or don't. Subscribe. You actually have to do that. Comment if you feel like it. Until next time, shreds out.